Hello, LMS band members, and welcome back. This is a general open house video where I'm just talking about band and my expectations of you for the coming school year. So something you should know, a lot of you know me already, but something you should know is that Mrs. Jewell is going to be joining us for 7th grade band. So 7th graders, let's make sure we welcome her back when the time comes on September 8th gets here. So in class, I do expect that you'll bring your instrument and your band book daily. However, you do not need to bring them the first week of school. We'll only meet 2 days that week anyways, and we're just going to be talking about procedures and how to handle everything with all the new restrictions that we are dealing with here. So we are going to be playing outdoors, which is cool. We should feel blessed for that because some school districts aren't playing at all. So we are going to be using social distancing, and we'll be outside as long as the weather cooperates. If it doesn't, then we'll be inside doing alternate activities of some kind, which is why it's really important for you to bring your Chromebook every day, because depending on the weather, we may or may not be inside. Now, band is going to look different for just a little bit. So if you're used to having band with me, it is going to look and feel a little bit different. So I just want to throw that out there because everything's a little bit different right now due to the restrictions that we have. So class activities are going to change just slightly. We are going to be using a band book, and that's all 3 grades. So 6th graders, you're going to be using the same band book from last year, Essential Elements Book 1. In 7th and 8th grade, you guys will be using Essential Elements Band Book 2, which you'll be required to purchase, and I'll have a stock ready and available at the start of the year. Those are going to be $10, by the way, and exact change would be appreciated. We're also going to be talking about music theory and doing some counting exercises and maybe even some creating and composing using some applications that I'm familiar with and can train you on. Obviously, on Wednesdays, as a school and school district, we are going to have virtual on Wednesdays, and depending on your last name, you will have an additional 2 days a week of virtual days. So on those virtual days, you're going to be doing practicing, and there are some assignments and playing tests. We're going to be doing them on the internet, and I'll be telling you and training you on how to do that. It will actually make us more efficient because then I don't have to spend that class time. Those 2 days are going to be really vital and really precious. So I want to maintain our rehearsal time the best we can because it's going to be 2 days a week that we're going to get to play together. So the rest of the time will be individual practice time, and you'll be submitting videos to me with your playing, and you'll be using your Chromebook to record those. But we're going to be doing a lot of book work, folks, so be ready for that, band book stuff. So 6th grade, you're going to be using book 1, 7th and 8th grade, book 2, and as I said before, $10 for those books. I do have some books available for the 6th grade. If for some reason you can't get a book, I don't have a big stock of them, but if you do need to borrow one from me, I do have some of those. And 7th and 8th grade, let me know if buying a book is going to be impossible for you. Okay, we can work something out. Marshall Music, I highly recommend getting all of your musical supplies from Marshall Music of any kind, and whether that be band books, reeds, oil, swabs, brushes, anything you may need, make sure that you try to order it from Marshall Music if you can. You're welcome to try Amazon or something like that if you want to compare prices, but I do caution you. Marshall Music has a lot of high-quality stuff, and if you go on the internet, you're going to find a lot of stuff that could end up being garbage. If it is too good to be true in terms of price, it probably is. So something to keep in mind. If you find a box of reeds, for example, a box of 10 reeds on Amazon for like $2, those probably aren't very good, and they're going to make your instrument sound not very good. So that's just definitely something to keep in mind. And if you need suggestions on brand names, things like that, maybe you don't remember the typical reeds that we use in class or typical supplies, just feel free to send me an email, and I'll be happy to get back with you about specific brands and types and things like that. If you are new to band, I have sent an email to you. I think this applies to 6th graders. So if that's you, You do have a in-depth email on how to obtain an instrument and a band book. And once again, I do recommend Marshall Music for that. But if buying an instrument is impossible for you, make sure you contact me. My supplies for school-owned instruments is dwindling. And I got some kids I got to track down this year because they ended up quitting band and they actually still have one of my instruments. So, but a lot of teachers are dealing with this stuff right now as we approach the beginning of the year. Our performances now in the fall. Our performances as of now are canceled, so no fall concert, and we're not doing any of the marching band thing that the 7th and 8th grade typically do due to the COVID situation. However, I am keeping the winter concert and all the rest of the performances on the calendar for now. I don't know what's going to happen with that, folks, so don't hold your breath. A lot of things are getting canceled further and further into the fall, so don't be surprised if those do end up getting canceled. But as of now, I am leaving them on the calendar and will adjust if necessary. And last but not least, you can contact me using my email, or my office number is right there with my extension. If ever you need anything, have any questions, have any issues, feel free to contact me either of those two ways. Email is the best way, but I will accept phone calls, of course, as well. So hope you guys are enjoying the rest of your summer, and I look forward to seeing you on September the 8th. Take it easy.